G'day guys, how's everyone going today? Hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. Some of you is already halfway into it. So today my business partner is going to share about Peak DeFi and how you get into the restacking after you've already restacked and claim back that peak. So if you have the Peak DeFi token, you'll find this very helpful and very valuable for you and your family. If you don't have the Peak DeFi token, you may also find this helpful to get a little bit more understanding and clarification about some of the portfolios my team and I are spreading our risks across. This is not financial advice. We're just sharing what we are doing.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to claim your rewards from Peak DeFi, from staking Peak DeFi. And then I'm going to show you how to restake those rewards. And that's what I'm doing. I actually have two different accounts, and I meant to sign one under the other because one of the founders of this said that's 100% okay. It's decentralized. You can do that, earn a little bit extra commissions. But they were just launching it that day, and I had signed up the Ethereum version. You can purchase Peak DeFi with Ethereum, or you can purchase Peak DeFi with BNB on the Binance Smart Chain. And I purchased one under the other. I got an Ethereum, and I purchased that underneath the other one. Anyway, they didn't have that working that day. It was the first day they launched all of this on the Binance Smart Chain. So they didn't get connected, and it's fine. I'm just going to get another account eventually. But nonetheless, I have two accounts right now. I love this program. It's a leader in the DeFi market. They decentralized hedge funds. This is one of those sustainable projects I talked about where you can get yields. And why I don't recommend you do this, because I'm not a financial advisor, I can't recommend you do anything. I want to share my experience with you. And particularly those of you who've been doing a lot of high risk stuff, I just want to encourage you to consider putting some lower risk stuff into your portfolio with projects that are really developing things, because they already develop things. It's not just an idea. They've been out for a long time, and they've developed dApps, and they have real use cases that are actually already in play that require use of the Peak DeFi token. Anyway, let me show you how to claim. So these are all, I'm not going to go over a tutorial on this. You can find other videos that I have on my channel. I mean, by the way, subscribe to my channel and click the bell if you want really candid reviews of things that I'm doing. Again, not as a financial advisor recommending you do these things, but kind of showing and comparing and contrasting the high risk stuff to more sustainable stuff, helping you kind of understand what's going on out there just based on my own experiences, not recommendations, but I'm loving this. So these are different stakes that I've done. You can have staked 317 Peak here, and I get referrals. And so from those referrals, I earn commissions and Peak. And by the way, if you go to CoinMarketCap, you can see that this is now at 40 cents. Of course, it's going to fluctuate with the market, but if you look at the chart, look at this, like it's a nice, beautiful chart. It launched, over a year ago at around 8 cents or whatever it is. Now it's at 40. It's a beautiful chart. And they just launched this on the Binance Smart Chain, where you can get Peak DeFi token on the Binance Smart Chain instead of from just getting it with Ethereum. Because as you know, Ethereum gas prices are really high, right? And if you get it in the Ethereum version, when you want to claim it, you got to pay those higher gas prices because you're interacting with a smart contract. Whereas because I also got an account where I purchased it on the Binance Smart Chain with BNB, gas prices are very, very low. And I'll show that to you. So, and that's important if you want to claim what you're earning. So for example, this one, I had just been testing it. I did a 10-day stake on these. On these other ones, I did a 1,000-day stake because you get a lot more returns in the 1,000 days. And so I got lots of those running. But on the one that I did 10 days that I just had tested out, it's done. It's counted down to zero. I think this is an interface issue. The smart contract works flawlessly, but I think I heard that this shouldn't be counting up right now. It's just on the display of it. Some of these smart contracts are still brand new, and we're on the cutting edge of technology here. When this is zeroed out, when I did 10 days, I put 160 Peak in. I was getting 54% return, annual return. So you get more when you put more days in. On this one, I got 72% or almost 73%. But anyway, this was a 10-dayer. And when it went down to zero, this should stop counting up. It's still counting up. I think it's just an interface issue. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to claim my rewards. I'm clicking claim rewards here because this is done. This is done staking. And I'm going to get back my 160 plus the 2.4, whatever that I had earned since I took the last amount out, because I believe I already claimed on this one. So I click claim rewards. And then you see it's going to cost me 0.0012 BNB. And the BNB network today is really, really busy. And that's still really inexpensive in comparison to if I was using the Ethereum network, because I do have another account, as I was saying, where I got Peak DeFi with Ethereum. It would be cost me like $75 or something to engage with a smart contract using Ethereum because of the high gas prices. So that's why they launched this on the Binance Smart Chain. So when I want to claim these, I don't get, gouged on gas fees. So this is a reasonable gas fee. I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm because I'm claiming my rewards. And if we go back and open up MetaMask, and we look in the activity log, we see it's pending, and it should work pretty fast as opposed to the Ethereum network, even though today it just hit a record high. BNB just hit a record high. So it should be really busy. When Ethereum hits a record high, it takes hours or days for this to go through, and you have to pay those astronomical numbers, but you see it already went through. It says confirmed. So I go back to assets, and it's now added that 160 that I had staked back into my wallet, plus whatever rewards it had given me for the 10 days of staking. Again, I just hit refresh because you'll see now that that's gone because it's back in my wallet. And so that's how you claim your rewards. Now, here you see I have 60 claimable rewards, right? 60 claimable rewards. I'm just going to go back up here real quick and just show you again. So I got those added up here, but now I got 60 more. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this 60 as well. So I'm going to hit claim rewards because I'm going to restake this. And so I get more working for me. See, you start to get that compounding effect. And I know a lot of you have played around with really high risk stuff that were unsustainable type models, but you never had time for it to really exponentiate. And that's why I'm going to talk a lot about this, because this is a legitimate program. And while the returns aren't as astronomical as some of those unsustainable programs, you actually make much more over the course of a year or two or three, massively more, because you have time for the exponential growth to take place and the restaking and stuff. So I'm going to hit claim rewards again, and I'm going to grab this 50 claimable rewards that I've earned just in the last 4.5 days from staking this. And you can see, look, it's really inexpensive, 0.0008, even less than the last one. I mean, it's really low. In fact, let's go. Well, I'll just show you. So I just claimed that, right? And so it's in activity. That's going to go through any minute. It's going to add those 60 to this. And we should see that it just went through. And there it is, 320 peak now. And then if I hit refresh, this is going to turn to 0 and just continue counting though, because it's still, see, this one's still going. This one I did 1,000 days where I staked 10,000 peak, right? Which is about $4,000 now. When I got it, it was probably at 3,500 or so and dollars. And so I staked it for 1,000 days. Anyway, I'm going to hit refresh. You're going to see this goes to 0 and then it just continues. So check this out. So that was this one, right? And now it started again. See, it's like 0.001, but it's still ticking. It's still counting. Let me zoom in so you can really see this. Check this out. So right here, it's still counting up. But that 60 that I had in there, that is now in my MetaMask. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so I can see the whole screen. So now, that's now up here. So, I could claim these, but I'm going to let them add up a little bit more, because even though the gas is cheap, it's still something. I don't know what that one was. Let's go check it out, because and BNB is going up. Some BNB right now is at 346, and that last price was 0.0008, I believe it was. So that was 27 cents. I believe that's what it was. So anyway, you're saving a lot on gas if you're using smart contracts that you're able to get the token with the Binance Smart Chain, BNB, instead of Ethereum, because Ethereum gas prices are so high. Okay, so I'm now going to I could restake this here, but I actually have some BNB in my other, some Peak token in my other account that I want to add this 322, and then I'm going to stake it. So I'll probably just, let me go check out my other account really quick. Which one am I in now? So let me go to this one. I believe it's this one. So let me hit refresh and see what we got going on. I think I have some, yeah. So I also have some here. See, I have 70 here that's adding up in my other account. Remember I mentioned I set up 2 accounts. One was I got Peak on the Binance Smart Chain. The other, I got Peak in the Ethereum network. I got Peak with that. And then I actually also got, I've got the BNB Peak in that same Ethereum account. Let me show you what I mean. So you see how we're in a particular account right now? So check this out. So this is under my daughter's MetaMask. If I go to Ethereum network, see up here, I change it to Ethereum. And then I go to, let's see here. Then I go to, I have to go to a different page. I got to go to, this is going to be a little bit different. I got to go to the Ethereum one. I'm clicking ETH. And then it shows me what I got staked in this account in the Ethereum one, which is 10,000. You see it's counting up. So I got this working for me, right? So this is one of my accounts where I got Peak DeFi with Ethereum. And then if I want to claim my rewards and stuff, if I want to interact with the smart contract, remove this, I have to pay a lot more in gas because I got this one with Ethereum, which you can tell because this is blue over here. You kind of want to pay attention to that. So now with the same account, I also picked up some Peak DeFi on the Binance Smart Chain. So now I'm going to go to the Smart Chain in my MetaMask, right? And then I need to go open this up from Peak DeFi from the Binance Smart Chain. You can tell because it's yellow, not blue anymore. So I've got this staked too. This Peak staked as well. So I just want you to know I got this account in my daughter's MetaMask with Peak DeFi, both purchased. I purchased it with Ethereum. I just showed you a little bit ago, and also purchased this one with BNB, so I can pay less gas prices. I was just playing around with all this. I love this project, so I was just playing around. I wanted to get some with Ethereum. I see what that was like. I wanted to get some with the BNB like this here and see what that was like. So I'm not going to really touch the one with Ethereum till gas prices go down because it's just too astronomical to engage with smart contracts that use Ethereum. So I'm mostly just, I wouldn't recommend that other people do it with Ethereum right now until Ethereum gas prices drop. Just if you're going to get Peak DeFi, you would do it with, get it with BNB. And we have videos on all that. Just if you need help with that, just go search that stuff out on my channel. Okay, so I got 70 Peak in here. I'm going to claim my rewards. So this is a different account than I was in before. Remember, I have 2 accounts, and I've got Peak DeFi with Ethereum and Peak DeFi that I picked up with BNB in both accounts. So I'm going to go. So this is 0.001, a little bit more than last time, but not much. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that because again, I want to restake this. So I just click claim rewards, right? So that's pending in here, and then we're going to see in assets. Okay, 70 Peak now showed up. So now I'm going to send this 70 Peak to my other account. You wouldn't have to do this. You really only need 1 account, right? You could get more than 1. I'll probably get another one just because you get some referral commissions when you're restaking and stuff. And that's what I intended to do the first time. But like I said, I did it the very first day they launched, and it didn't link up. And I don't mind. I just keep rolling with it. That's part of what you pay for by being an entrepreneur and being somewhere early in the early development of stuff. There's huge advantages that offset that. So, but I'll probably get another account, a third account, to redo that and make sure I end up underneath one of my other accounts. But if you guys want to keep things simple and you were going to do something like this, you could just have 1 account. Anyway, I'm going to go to my find my wallet address and that we were at before. Remember, this one has 320. This is my other account, and I'm going to send it. So we're going to stake it. So that's the address for this account. I'm going to go back to the other account, my daughter's account, and I'm going to send. I don't want to send a BNB. Let's see here. I'm going to go to the Peak, and I'm going to click send, and then I'm going to hit max. So I'm going to hit that 70 that I just claimed. And you see it's very cheap to send, right? 0.0005 BNB, like just pennies. So we're going to wait for that to go through. And then I'm going to show you how to stake it. I just keep staking these, right? I keep claiming them as I get those rewards, and then I restake it. And that just gets it working for me. You see, it gets that compounding going. I just get more and more free Peak. So I just sent it to the other account just so I could combine them. Again, it's not going to be so complicated for you if you only have 1 account with Peak DeFi. I have 2 accounts because I was trying to get one signed up underneath the other. You don't need to do that. So now I have 390 Peak in this 1 account, right? And so now I want to stake that. And so let me hit refresh just to make sure I'm in the right place. I am. So, so I'm going to go ahead and hit stake peak. And then I'm going to hit, see, it reads my wallet. You got to make sure it's connected to your wallet. Always make sure you're using the extension over here in Chrome browser. So it shows how much I got, 390 peak available. I'm going to hit max. So max, I'm going to stake. And then I'm going to do 1,000 days, because that gives you a lot more. And if you look over here, it shows you how much more you get. Like if I only did 10 days, if I only did 10, whoops, if I only did 10 days, that's not right. What's going on? It's a little buggy here. There we go, right? If I only did 10 days, you look over here, my annual percent yield rewards is 55%, right? And it shows my peak rewards would be 5.9. And in 10 days, I'd get 5.9 free peak. And hey, if peak ever goes to $40, not bad for 10 days. But I'm going to go ahead and hit 1,000 days, which is the maximum. You'll notice my peak rewards go to 794. Now remember, this wasn't even money I had to spend. This was peak tokens that I got as rewards. I just showed you, I just claimed them from other staking that I did, right? And I just keep compounding it. And this is what I mean by a lot of you are in high risk stuff, and they never last long enough for you to really get the compounding going. If you can really wrap your head around being with a sustainable project that has real utility, real use, that's going to be around for a very long time, that has a chart that it launched a year ago that looks like this, and you can get this compounding going, and you can restake your claim, you can start to understand, you get that exponential growth going that you always dreamed about, because it's going to stay here for a long time. Again, not a recommendation, not advice, but this is where my thinking is. And I just want to use this as an example to kind of offer some education on the pros and cons and the difference between those short-term high risk things versus maybe something that allows, and if it's not this, something else, look for something that allows you to get that compounding effect going. So, I'm taking the rewards that I got from previous staking that I did. I just showed you how I claimed that, paid very little in gas because I got the Peak DeFi with BNB. So it's using BNB, the Binance Smart Chain Network. And now I'm restaking it. And I didn't even have to buy this, right? So now I click stake. I do 1,000 days because that pays much more. Now this is a little bit more because it's more processing. By the way, remember when it shows you it's going to charge you this is the maximum you're willing to pay, because it's just trying to make sure that it puts enough in here to cover the processing. It almost never charges you that much. And that goes for Ethereum too. It's always, a lot of people think, oh no, it's so much. And it might be a lot, but especially on the Ethereum network, but this is the maximum you're willing to pay. They're just estimating what the processing is going to be to make sure you have enough to cover the processing. Now I'm going to hit confirm. And let's go see what's going on. I'm going to go to activity. So this is processing, and BNB, Binance Smart Chain is pretty fast. So this should go through. It already did. So we go to assets, and now it actually gives me a kickback. I think at 3%. If you purchase through an affiliate link, an affiliate refer, you get a 3% kickback. I don't know if that's only when you do 1,000 days or that's when you do them all. We'll have to look into that a little bit more, but I believe when you stake anything, you get a 3% kickback. So that's what this is. Even though I'd staked everything I had, I just got some extra, which is cool. And now I'm going to hit refresh, and we should see the new one in here, staked. And where is it? Right here, 999 days, 23 hours. So this is it right here. I just staked 390 peak. Let's zoom in. I just staked 390 peak DeFi token, which again, you're going to find on CoinMarketCap. It's going to be listed this month on a very large exchange, OKEX, a very large Asian exchange, very huge, reputable exchange. This is a legitimate project. Again, leading the DeFi space, they're decentralizing hedge funds and all kinds of the other cool things that they're doing that's already in use. I love projects like this. This is what I'm looking for, especially ones over the Binance Smart Chain, because when you interact, as I showed you, with the smart contract, the gas fees are really, really low. If I had done this on the Ethereum side with the peak that I'd purchased with Ethereum that took Ethereum gas, it would have cost me like $70 a transaction instead of, the pennies or whatever it ended up charging me. All of these transactions probably just cost me a few bucks, as opposed to, over 150 bucks. Now, when Ethereum prices go down really low, it's supposed to happen this July, then I'll start using that one too. And who knows which one I'll stick with most. But anyway, so I just want to get the Peak DeFi going. I want to get this compounding going. You say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now staked, right? I've got a total of, let's see. I don't know where it shows my total. It seems like if I go to invite friends, that's where it says like, I think I have 12,700 total peaked, staked. You notice I got 5,000 in commissions peak, which I just re-staked. Like it's really cool. Like it's really, really unusual. And they're doing real things. It's not just an idea. Their tokens got real utility. So this can really go the distance, you know, and give you time to get that exponential growth by restaking your rewards and stuff. So, you know, if this goes to $40, you know, that's going to be a lot. And I just started. It's going to continue to compound because I got all of this working for me right now, including the one that I just did, 390 staked. You know, I staked it, but you know, you might think, oh, 1,000 days is such a long time, but guys, I'm going to get it back in half that time. Plus I'm going to restake it so I get the compounding. A lot of people just not seeing that. It's the compounding effect that you always tried to get with those high risk programs that never last, that you can have time to get with this. It's huge. It really, really is a big deal. So anyway, I wanted to show you how I was able to claim my rewards from previous peak that I had staked. And then now I had 2 accounts. It was a little bit more complicated. I showed you me sending that from one account to another, some peak from one account to another. And then I staked it in here. I also got referrals going. I just started with this, guys. And you can see like 8 pays 8 levels down. Really encourage you to consider it. Not on my recommendation. Do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor, but for educational purposes, I wanted to show you what my experience is. You know, just to not for Peak DeFi per se, although I love this project, but to help you see that there are projects emerging right now to be on the lookout for that allow you to get the compounding effect going that you were always looking for in some of those high risk programs, but that never lasted. This has the potential to last. Obviously, there's always risk. You can never see into the future, but just compare the 2 models. Those other models that weren't sustainable, where you'd get excited about the exponentialism potential of reinvesting and all that stuff, those high yield programs, but they never lasted. So you never saw that realized. Compare that to a model like this, and you can start to see why I'm so excited.
Okay, guys, hopefully you find that helpful for my business partner, Mike, sharing about Peak DeFi. We're just sharing what we are doing. Some of our team are doing different things, and but of course we always encourage more sustainable, long vision looking, whatever you do. But of course we are just sharing what we are doing, and it's up to you what you do. We are not financial advisors in any way. We're just sharing what we're doing. So make sure you do your own due diligence and do what you think is best. Seek financial advice if that may be the case for you. And all the best. Until the next video, we look forward to giving you more value. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and also click the bell. Until next time, take care, look after yourself and look after your family.